turn to bring us in.
Oh, you mean you don't want to do it in your special way like last time?
Oh.
All right. Welcome to another episode of the Thick and Thin podcast. I am Ebon.
And I'm William.
And we're here.
Isn't it awkward?
It is. It really
is. It
is.
is. It's weird to be like say the name of the podcast and then say your name. That's what I was like. That's what I fucked up last week, and it feels weird.
Aw.
So it's all right, dude. We'll get there. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a different setup today.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I was a little lazy. I didn't really feel like setting up the whole other thing, to be completely honest. I was like, this is going to be way easier. Plus, we need to do a test run of these microphones since our bonus episode was kind of jacked.
Yeah. We need to iron the kinks out, as it were.
Yeah, at least it was a bonus episode, so if you have complaints about it, you can go fuck yourself, right? That was extra work that we did for no reason.
Win hearts and minds.
Hey, you know, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to just spit facts. You know?
All right.
I'm here to tell people what they want to hear, what they need to hear, not what they want to hear.
Not like that.
So we went to Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably our final trip of the year.
Yeah, presumably.
You
know, them 3-day SoCal deals are never during like peak season, so.
Well, that I swear last time we went in like January. It was like early in the year.
Yeah, those deals are usually like from January to May, June.
Yeah.
Peak seasons. Yeah.
To be honest, though, I don't want to go in the summer.
No, me either.
That sounds terrible.
No, it doesn't.
That and just hot.
I mean, the hot isn't as much of a deterrent to me as too many kids, and I know that sounds weird to say at a park designed for kids, but you know, too many is too many.
Yeah, I don't want to have to wear shorts.
Oh my god!
If I'm being completely honest, I don't want to have to show off my pasty ass legs.
Oh my god! Well, if you wore shorts, they wouldn't be pasty for long.
But it's not comfortable. Shorts don't look good. Because I either have to wear like the cargo shorts, you know.
What about your like athletic shorts that you like to wear everywhere else?
I can't wear those out and about regularly though. That's not like a socially like acceptable like.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I can't wear that to Disney. What a trash bag. Are you
okay,
kidding?
Back to your cargo shorts then. What's wrong with those?
I'm not a 7th grader anymore.
Okay, what is a socially acceptable form of male adult shorts?
They're way too short for my liking. That's why I don't wear them.
Really?
Yeah, the style that men wear now that's like fashionable is like the like kind of tight, like above the knee short.
But you have nice legs.
Thank you. But I don't have a nice upper body, and so it's disproportionate.
Oh my god.
It's very muffin toppy. I look like a cupcake if I have short shorts on.
Well, hey, I mean, it could be like me who looks like a paper bag with strings hanging out of the bottom.
Yeah,
so.
you look like a supermodel. Though.
No.
You have like, because you have like long legs and like you're thin. Like
They're
you
too
have
long.
You have supermodel. Yeah, that's what everybody says when they watch America's Top Model. Because they go, that lady is attractive, but she's way too long everywhere. Like,
whatever.
Her pussy's long.
To me, it's like, you know, whatever style of shorts are in style for women, and I think right now it's like mid-thigh is the thing, and so
what you dorks.
So, but the thing is like the mid-thigh on an average proportioned person looks fine.
No, it doesn't. It's gross.
But then mid-thigh on me looks like I'm wearing Daisy Dukes.
Yeah,
because there's way more legs
this is
showing.
Your time then.
No.
Because that means you're not actually wearing super short Daisy Dukes, but it still looks like you are.
No. I don't need that much skin showing.
I disagree.
Well, yeah, you're biased.
What if we both wear shorts and we're both uncomfortable all day at Disneyland?
No.
We should do.
All of our pictures are like...
Yeah. We don't even take pictures.
I know.
I know you know the shorts I'm talking about. Like, they have like button-up shorts.
Yeah, they're green or blue and green.
I have two
pair.
pairs.
Okay.
Yeah, blue and green pair.
Those are fine.
I'd be so uncomfortable. Like, sitting down to eat, I'd be like, can a little kid, like, see, like, the outline of my nuts? You know what I mean? That's what I'm worried about. Like, little kids standing in line and they just are eye level with my bulge. If it even exists.
It would exist.
Thank you. I appreciate your support in this time.
Okay, I guess that is a reason to feel uncomfortable. As a person who is seen a couple of situations on dudes where it's like, is that comfortable for you? Like cleft ball? Ooh, yeah, don't do that.
Cleft ball.
You know, like the seam in his leg just bisecting. No, don't do that.
Bisecting the
No, no.
Yeah, nope.
What is it called? Because like for women it's camel toe. What is it called for dudes? Moose knuckle? No, that's still women.
I honestly don't know. You want me to look it up? Want me to look up moose knuckle?
You can go ahead and put that in your algorithm if you want to. I'm not.
There are worse things in my algorithm. Moose knuckle. Moose knuckle can refer to a few things.
Okay.
A slang term for a visible male crotch bulge.
Okay.
The keratinized hoof of a moose.
Well, yeah.
Or a fictional town in the animated series Iggy Arbuckle, as well as a CD released by Zachariah Selwyn.
That was a longer list than I thought it would be.
I know, right?
So, yeah, I guess your guys' camel toe is
Moose knuckle. Moose knuckle, dude. Hey, if my bulge is as big as a moose's knuckle, I'm happy. I'm content. That's a big set of nuts, man.
Oh my god. It's wild.
Yeah, like you got a nice piece, and you got like some veg to go with it, you know.
A nice piece and some veg to go with it.
Yeah, meat and two veg, like they said in Austin Powers. You ever seen Austin Powers?
It's been a while, but yeah. Wow. So,
moose knuckle.
Genitalia just gets described as mammal parts, camels and mooses.
Yeah, I mean it's not even a part.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's their hooves.
Toes and knuckles.
Yeah, it's what goes on the ground. Like, how disrespectful can you be about like talking about genitals? Like, hey, that thing that just is calloused and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's hard and rough. The thing you would never want to put your dick in.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna call it. Which is weird because you would think, like, if you can see the outline of a vagina, you're like, hell yeah, that's dope. Like, why would you call it?
That's gross to me.
Okay, weirdo. but like, for, like, in the idea of a guy's like, cool, I can see a vagina. Like, you know what I mean? Like, from that concept.
Why is the outline of a vagina appealing?
Well, I mean, it's just leaves less to the imagination. It's like, oh, I have an outline. Now I can put my own like layer over that of what I think it would look like. You're just giving me more to work with.
So crotch cleave is appealing?
Hell yeah!
Oh.
Are you kidding me? Why do you think they have like the pictures where they're like have their thumbs like in their front thing and their whole dates the V, the fucking V?
I mean,
that's vag cleave.
No,
and if you see a little bit of hair, it's like, whoa, dog, let's go. We have two very different.
Clearly.
But I think most men would be on my side.
Well, presumably.
Yeah.
I'm not attracted to vaginas,
but like,
so, you know.
If it's like a hot dude, like a Hollister model type, and he's like...
And his shit so tight that his balls are cleft? No, that's not...
Really?
Now what do you call it? The meat and two veg, if the meat outline, maybe.
Okay.
But not the cleft balls.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
I mean,
appealing to
men
see.
are just overall less attractive than women. That's what it comes down to. At the end of the day,
different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but even you are attracted to men, and apparently they're parts, and even you aren't like, I don't want to see your balls, but like dudes, we're like, I want to see your taint. I want to see everything. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how we are.
I guess.
Sorry. That was too much.
Right out the gate. We're how many minutes in?
You know, we're out here asking the hard-hitting questions, doing the real journalism, you know, bringing down World Star and their bullshit headlines.
Wow. Challenge accepted, World Star.
Yeah, they don't pay attention to us. Anyway, we went to Disneyland.
Oh, what a tangent.
I wore jeans that were comfortable. Actually, I did kind of wear what you like to call are my skinny jeans. Mm-hmm. And you only call them that because they're tighter, like they're skinny around my ankles.
Yeah.
excuse me, very comfortable around my hips, no bulge. Anyway, so it was kind of a we know how to pick our days, don't we? It was like pouring rain going down, and we were like, Jesus Christ, dude! Because we went last year, or was it last year, or it wasn't our earlier trip this year to California? It was last year.
It was last year's trip. It was pouring.
It was pouring,
uncomfortably pouring,
and all day like drizzle, like on and off, and it was just like, fuck. And the lines weren't even short enough to be like, this justifies like dealing with it. Like, it sucked. So as we were driving down, I was like, God damn it, like, it's just raining. Like, hopefully it clears, because we're going through the mountains. Like, we kind of know how shit works. Like, hopefully it clears up. Sure enough, like, as we're getting closer to Anaheim, like, you can just see the cloud line, like, where it ends. And so we get there. We parked in a different garage than we're used to, which I guess if you watched the bonus episode, you know that. What's up? We got there like 12:30. What else? What am I forgetting?
The fact that it ended up not being raining at all.
Yeah, no, it was a beautiful day.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day, despite appearances. Yeah, it was actually really nice.
Lines were still kind of long. There was quite a few, what do they call them? Outages?
Closures.
Closures. And so it was like forcing rides that normally wouldn't have long wait times to have long wait times. It was kind of weird. So we get food first. We walked around. We got a couple churros, some of the specialty churros. What else?
You finally got to ride your submarine ride. What are your thoughts?
I see why people don't like it. It's better than Pirates.
I disagree, but okay.
It's a shorter wait time. It's cooler visually.
Well, yeah, because it's not as good of a ride.
It's cooler visually.
Is it?
Yes. Yeah. I did, however, start to get a little bit of like nausea, like motion sickness, because it's like you're just looking through this tiny little hole, and it's all moving sideways, and it does eventually get like.
It's just too claustrophobic.
It's like Guitar Hero, you know, when it's like moving, you look away and like the wall is moving down. It's like that, like it's kind of just starts to fuck with you, especially like they just turn the lights off at some point, and it's like, yo, like I can't see like 2 feet that way.
Yeah.
But what I liked about it is that I just thought it was impressive from like an engineering perspective.
Okay.
Like it's
different.
It's very different. It's unlike any other amusement park ride I've ever been on. Like going underwater, I've never had. Yeah. Like I know you're just like barely under the surface, and like it's a lot.
Just a pool.
And again, it's just like it just shows like how good they are at like creating effects.
Yeah.
Like movie effects, whatever, like live. It's just like that's amazing. Like the bubbles that go past that make it seem like you're going deeper.
Or the screens.
And the screens. And just, it's cool. It's really cool. Like they know how to do shit. And like there was a part of me that was like, why wouldn't you like get rid of this and do it? And I was like, this is more unique than most of the other rides here.
Agreed. I'll agree there.
So like, because the ones like Pirates, Haunted Mansion, Little Mermaid, like they're all the same ride.
Well, I would say Haunted Mansion and Little Mermaid are more similar than Pirates.
Yeah, like the moving thing. It's it's the same fucking thing. And it's like, dude, like that's. Come on. Like, that's boring. At least the submarine is a different thing. Yeah. So that's what I liked about it. I like the Nemo narrative. I do like little Nemo, little Finding Nemo action. Yeah. I don't like that they clearly can't use Ellen DeGeneres' voice as Dory.
Why? Wait, that wasn't her voice?
No, definitely not.
But
it was pretty obvious.
But wasn't it just clips from the movie?
No. Not all of them. It was definitely like tailored to the thing. And she might even be like, you can't use my voice.
I mean, right now, given that she's not the most favorably looked upon person, she might need to generate some positive PR.
I don't think she cares. She's old. She's
made her money. Yeah,
she's done it. She doesn't fucking care.
That's true. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I took a photo bomber.
Of course, Tango. But yeah, no, I thought it was cool. Like, if it wasn't for, like I said, like the motion sickness and the douchebag that we were sitting next to.
Oh, then, God, your favorite guy.
Dude, so annoying. And it was toward the end of the day, so I was already like tired and irritated. We were walking to get in line for the sub, and there was this family in front of us that was starting to walk in, and like right at the entrance where it's like a 5-foot gap between like the posts to go in the line, they stopped with their fucking stroller or whatever they had.
Yeah, figuring out whatever they're doing.
They're like, oh, should we put it over there? Should we do it? I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. And they were like, well, you guys go on. And
they did say that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
But I don't care.
Oh, I was just like, okay, y'all ain't ready, so I'm just walking around you.
We just walked around.
I didn't hear them say that.
I think that, but it's like, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
So I like walked around them to get in line, and then so we walk up, you know, as you do to be in line a couple feet from the other people, and then these other people walk up and like cut in front of us to get with their family. The guy like undoes the chain, which is a huge pet peeve of mine at amusement park. You're not staffed.
So I didn't know that.
You don't touch the ropes, dog. You don't do that. I can see you go over it if it's like right at the beginning. Okay, acceptable.
Or just walk through the line, excuse me, and go up past people.
100%.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't unchain the thing. You don't click the thing. That's crazy to me. Mm-hmm. That's crazy people behavior to me. So he like undoes the thing to like let the other people in, and we're just standing where we were. We didn't move at all. Yeah. I was like, I'm not moving. Because like I'm not backing up in a line
to let your 5 extra people get up in here.
I'm not doing it, man. And so he was like trying to put it back on. He was like, excuse me. And I was like, oh yeah, well, you're not really supposed to take them off. You know, I kind of said it like passive aggressively.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did.
And he was like, yo, I'm trying to get my family up here. And I was like, yeah. That's literally what I did.
No, the way you did it, you were like, because you didn't even make eye contact. Like he was coming in on your left, and when he made that, I'm just trying to get my family. You didn't even let him finish the sentence. You were like, yeah. And I was like, are these 2 white dudes about to duke it out right now?
It's like, fuck you, dude. Like, if you're that concerned with being with your family, wait for them.
Right.
Like, wait and go all in together.
When
like,
you did that, he and one of the women in his party were looking at you like, and I was looking at her like.
They're like, that's why he's with that black girl.
My face, I can't even fight, but I looked at her like, what? Yeah. And then she turned right on back around.
It's just a crazy thing to me. So like, it's like, hey, excuse me, can you move so that the rest?
So we can cut back in line. Yeah.
Nah, dude, that drives me crazy. I like when even like you said, like when people are like, oh, excuse me. I don't like that. Yeah. I'll let it, because I'm not going to be like put my hand on the chest and be like, hey man,
right?
You can't do that. You have to go back. And your family can wait for you when they get to the front. Like, I'm not going to do that. But I still don't like it. It's like, just wait. Why can you not all just wait together?
Right.
Like,
well, I mean, thinking back to another trip of Disneyland years ago with some friends, it was actually on an Indiana Jones ride. And it was kind of, I don't know, 35, 45-minute wait. And it was like a party of 4 of us, 4, maybe 5 of us. And 2 of us had to go to the bathroom. And so the other 3 were like, well, just go on ahead and meet us in the line. So I'm trying to remember all the details. So we threaded through a line to find them. And some young chicks tried to give us some smoke. Mm-hmm. And we're like, oh, we're just joining our party. They're already in line. And then once we joined our party, if I remember correctly, we relayed what happened. And then, as it's a snake line, we're eventually going to see those people again. Yeah. And it turned into a little bigger fest.
Wow. It's because it's like.
But it wasn't it wasn't like 5 people trying to come in.
Right.
But I've been on the opposite side of that. But again, I wasn't trying to undo rope lines. We're being respectful. And again, some couple of chicks tried to get a little mouthy.
If it's only 30, 40 minutes, why didn't you go to the bathroom beforehand? Be an adult. Fair. Be an adult. Fair. You know what I mean? Fair. Like, you got in line. That's your place. Yeah. If you can't hold your bladder through that line, I guess you give up. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
That's fair.
Like,
Okay.
That's what a line is.
Apply that to that Space Mountain catastrophe. This last one, we were banking on an hour tops, and it ended up being 2
hours.
I could have forgiven somebody for dipping out and coming. Somebody else in their party.
We didn't have to.
I know we didn't, but I'm just saying I could forgive somebody dipping out for a bathroom break.
I would announce it. I would be like, everyone, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm holding my place. Okay, I don't want everybody to get like. Right. But they should genuinely have restrooms like throughout the lines. Like I know that's a lot.
That's a mistake.
But like, let's be honest. If it's a 3-hour wait, dude, that's why people are shitting in the lines of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
There was
that's a thing because the wait is 3 hours long. They're like, I'm not fucking doing this again. I'm not like snaking my way back out. It's so long.
Yeah.
It's like to go against the current. That would be also terrible.
Why would you want to wait 3 hours in a line?
It's not worth the ride. And if you have to shit getting up there, you're definitely going to shit on the ride. It's just dropping you 150 feet, dude. You're going to poop.
Oh my god, that is wild.
But yeah, like that should be a thing. Like surely there's like an employee restroom and like they don't have to like go. I don't know. Like that seems like
no, they
have to go.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That just seems weird to me. That like you're gonna.
I don't want porta potties stationed throughout. That's gonna stink.
Yeah, but it's better than someone shitting on the floor of the waiting thing. Like, in line.
I need people to be an adult and know their bodies enough to not do that.
Exactly. That's my point of the 40-minute wait. Like, you can go pee beforehand or hold it. You don't need to leave line and come. Like,
that's fair.
I don't know. That's how I feel about it. But I feel like most people are not going to agree with me on that. So.
Well, I mean, that in the scenario with the submarine guy, it was like from the time he was figuring out whatever the hell with his family to when he got back, it wasn't even that long of a wait. He could have just got up into the line.
Right.
And it wasn't like that many people came.
Yeah.
As far as in my scenario with Indiana Jones, it was a while. Like it was by the time I went and found a bathroom and came back, like it had progressed a while. That dude could have just waited at the end of the line.
I don't know.
But yeah,
I'm a believer of lines and what they stand for.
For sure.
It's like being in traffic, right? Mm-hmm. It's like you're in line, like you have your place. Mm-hmm. You can switch your lanes to like try to get ahead, but like you can't go on the shoulder.
No, you can't
because that's not fair.
True.
It's not fair. It's against the law, like that kind of thing. True. And it's like that's just not how this works.
Yeah.
And if nobody follows if everybody doesn't follow the rules,
then what's the
point of the line?
What's the point of the rules? Yeah.
Exactly. That's where I'm at.
That's fair. But yeah,
get your shit together, Disney. You need to have line bearers or whatever, line escorts. I don't know what to call them.
Wow.
Line. Monitors. Line monitors. Yeah, that's a good one.
But yeah, I would say that is the first and so far the only time I've ever seen you potentially angry enough for something to pop off.
Well, he put on a jujitsu jacket right after that, and I showed up real quick. I was like, I'm not going to say anything to this guy. He put me in an armbar real quick.
He looked like the stereotypical little man syndrome.
Yeah, but if he's taken 4 jiu-jitsu classes, he knows more than me. So that's all it takes. It's fine. I accept it.
Like, I could look at him and be like, oh, you drive a lifted truck, you go to the river, you're a river rat. Like,
that doesn't mean you can't fuck me up.
He just checked off so many boxes, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, I agree, for sure. But he also checked off the box of, looks like he's taking combat classes, so it's fine.
Because he feels like he has something to prove.
I did look at his ear. Not that impressive.
Ear?
No cauliflower ear. I wasn't that impressive. If you're like a real jiu-jitsu person, you have some cauliflower ear, It's just how she goes.
Really?
Yeah. It's like wrestling. If you don't wear the headgear.
Wait, what happened? Does stuff happen to your ears in wrestling?
The cartilage breaks because you're like people are putting you in like headlocks more or less a lot, so you're like pulling your head out of weird places, and so your ear bends and it breaks the cartilage, and then the calcium builds up and calcifies or whatever it is, and then it kind of creates like a weird, like the cauliflower. You've seen it, right? You know what I'm talking about.
I've heard the term. I don't think I've actually seen.
Really?
I'm actually scared to look.
It's pretty. It can be pretty gross.
Okay,
but it's one of those things. It's one of those things that like proves that you're like a fighter. So there's like a sect of people that find it like either cool
like
or attractive kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're into that shit.
And I'm not.
I know. Thank God. Imagine, dude, you would have been like trying to get me in that fight with that guy.
No.
That's it. Yeah.
I am not a fight escalator.
No, but if you were, that would have been the time to do it. You'd have been like, you can kick his ass, William.
Oh my God. I will never be that person.
That'd be funny.
No.
What else?
What else did we? I feel like I made notes about Disneyland. Oh! Apparently we missed a cool Star Wars show.
A show?
Yeah.
How so?
Similarly, because I remember Kendall actually messaged me about it after we'd gone, and then a coworker was like, "Oh, did you see the new Star Wars show? Like it's like World of Color-ish, but not on water, and like some cool like holographics. It was in Disney, not even California Adventure.
Where? I
don't know where. I'm guessing probably
in the Star
the
Wars
riverboat. No, like where the Mark Twain riverboat.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm kind of bummed we missed that, but presumably it's not going anywhere, so we can see it further down the line. But yeah,
like World of Color, but no water. You said.
I mean, like World of Color uses water spray and lights so I don't think that water is part of the show. It's just like over water, I guess. I don't know. I have to look more into it. But
interesting.
Yeah, we apparently missed an opportunity, but we didn't stay well into the night to really see that anyway.
Yeah, no. It was it starting to get cold? It was starting to get a little chilly.
The wind was starting to pick up, and even with my like 17 layers of clothing, it was starting to not be enough. So I was like, ooh, it's getting a little nippy.
Yeah, I pretty much wore my spirit jersey all day.
Yeah, I had, same with you, the thermal, and then our Aladdin shirt, and then a spirit jersey, and then I put on the hooded zip-up hoodie, rather, and even with that, I was starting to get cold.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was the Space Mountain gross misestimation of time kind of tanked our momentum. That barbecue spot that you found.
Oh, man.
Bruh. That was so good.
Dude, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Something barbecue jamboree or some bullshit.
Hungry Bear barbecue jamboree, something, I don't know.
Dude, it's, when you go to an amusement park and it's like, oh, here's like this thing, and you're like, you don't expect it to be like top notch, whatever that is.
That's top notch.
That was top notch barbecue, dude. I got an Angus burger with pulled pork on it as well, and you got
a brisket sandwich that had pickled onions and jalapeno.
Yeah. And
the coleslaw that was a side, like most coleslaw is like mayonnaise based. This one was like vinaigrette based. Oh, so good.
Yeah. Yeah. And they so like the pickled onions, which was good. What did they put some kind of sauce on mine. I don't know if it was barbecue or, but no, because you got extra barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue sauce was good. Which was spicy and good.
Oh yeah, it was so good. And it was the kind of spicy that like hits you and then subsides. It doesn't linger. Yeah. I don't like it when the spicy lingers. I don't mind it if it's like, whoa, that's hot. But if it like just is there, it's like, dude, I can't enjoy the rest of my food anything now. Like,
but that barbecue sauce, it was like a sneaky, like you took a bite and it tasted normal barbecue sauce, and then it zipped up on you. It's like, oh, and then it died down.
Just like the slightest bit of smoky flavor, like, because I'm not a huge fan of like when it's like huge smoke flavor. It's like, ooh, that's like overbearing. But if it's just like a hint, it's like, it was, it's perfect. Nice. It was so good.
And you got like beer battered fries, which I didn't even know was a thing, but it was really good.
Yep. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
And the everything's expensive.
Yeah.
But I think both of our meals were under $20, which is totally like that's what you expect to pay at like a
especially to get us that full. Yeah, that was a lot of food.
Yeah, especially at Disney, because a lot of times at Disney you'll get something that's $17 and you're like, that was it.
Yeah, 30 minutes. You're like, so what do we eat now?
Yeah, like every time I'm there, I'm like, I kind of want to get like Pizza Planet pizza, but then I'm like, I don't want to get fucking pizza.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Like as much as I love pizza, like I don't want to just get pizza when I go. And
there's so many good things to try.
Exactly,
like, I mean, I think I mentioned to you this time, like it's always my goal to try eat something different or try something different. And so for this time, it was that barbecue spot, and it didn't disappoint.
Yeah, the strawberry lemon. What was the churro that we had that had like coconut in it?
It was a strawberry pineapple.
Strawberry pineapple, and they put a little bit of coconut on the top.
Yeah, that was good.
I'm also not a huge fan of coconut, but again, if it's just like a hint and it's not like overbearing, I'm like, all right, that wasn't so bad. Like, yeah, that was good.
And then the gray stuff, which I always like to hit up the Red Rose Tavern, and this time they have it was on a lemony kind of shortbread
and red velvet cupcake inside it.
So good.
Dude, it's so good. And whatever the gooey sauces, the cherry sauce.
You know what Disney could really, I mean, I know they won't because they want people to come to the park, but it would be nice if they just had a Disney themed restaurant, just, like cool. Any other restaurant chain.
You just get the stuff that's in the park. That would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? We haven't even really looked we have a cookbook, the Disney Villains cookbook.
Oh yeah, we
I've never considered I wonder if there's anything akin
park
to.
Related.
I mean, it can't be the same because Disney, again, like you said, Disney would never allow it. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure that the writers of that book are
inspired.
We know what the people.
Well, I mean, are you sure it's not Disney affiliated because it uses the name Disney?
That's a good point.
So.
That is a good
Disney
point.
don't play with their names, so
I bet you there's a recipe for great stuff in there. That would make sense. That would make a lot of sense.
You shouldn't have told me that.
Imagine you just make it every weekend. I'm okay with it. It's just
that would make it look
mousse.
I know, but
and the great thing about it being gray is even if you fuck it up, nobody's gonna know.
It's so good. It probably would lose its specialness though if I ate it too much, but
probably.
It's always a highlight of a Disneyland trip for me.
Oh yeah. We did Astro Blasters. Oh my god, I whooped your ass.
Whatever.
Oh my god, dude.
Whatever.
I got 68,000 points.
I wonder what you did because up until a point we were not far away, and then we went through it feels like 50 feet of something, and then all of a sudden it's 10 times greater than mine.
Yeah.
Like I said, I need to cheat harder.
No, I think there are signs. There are obviously signs to shoot, but there are cues,
bonus ones
on when to shoot. They'll light up, and I'm pretty sure.
I thought the lighting up meant that you were successful at hitting it.
That's what I thought too. But how can they do that for everybody?
So that could be the crux of why I suck, or
you're not hitting it.
I'm interpreting it as
I hit that one.
Yeah.
I think there's something to that because that was my initial thought, but then again I was like, but that doesn't make sense because everybody is seeing it at the same time.
That's true.
There's 4 cars right here that are all seeing the same thing.
Change my strategy.
So I think and then especially at the end when Zurg is because there's a ton of them, and I think they're all light. So I think again this is all speculation, but I think if you switch targets each time, it also it gives you more points versus doing the same one over and over again because that's cheap.
That's fair.
So that makes sense.
What if I'm actually a better shot? My timing is off. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Whatever. Okay, we'll see.
Person that's never shot a gun.
Talk your real shit. This is a video game though.
Yeah. I've seen you play video games. You can't shoot in video games either.
Whatever. Didn't I win a duck hunt? To roll it way back. This game is tantamount to duck hunt. Don't play.
Okay.
We'll see. Because don't play. Next time we go, and if I whoop your ass, I'm pulling the clip from this episode and be like, now what you got to say?
I think we realized at the end too, it's supposed to be a team game because it tallies your score together. Yeah, as a cart. So it's maybe we should.
I don't think it's supposed to be a team. The fact that they have that little nozzle to throw people off.
But what happens if you get the top overall score for the day? That's the real question. Do I get a plushie toy?
Good point.
So I want to know. Is it worth my effort? Because somebody had like 2 million points.
That's wild to me.
I know. But
I feel like that had to have been like a cast member after hours thing, and then they just got to walk through it and peek, and hit all of them just to see what the max is. I don't know.
I saw their picture. They had the picture of them, and they were in the thing shooting.
How practiced do you have? How often do you have to go to this ride to get that good?
They probably go every day just to do that and just to get the top score.
They probably have the top pass. They live half a mile from Disney.
Yeah, they're like, we can walk there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. What a life.
I know, right?
What else? Anything else?
Nothing I can think of about Disney that was noteworthy.
Yeah, it was fun. We thought about getting matching Spirit jerseys, but then decided against it because it was our last time.
Trip
like,
for
what's
the year.
The point?
Yeah. We need to plan it better. Get these Spirit jerseys on the first of 3.
or like in advance of the.
Oh, that's fair.
Get them online or
Yeah.
something. But the ones we saw were cool. They're like tie dye.
Yeah.
It's the 70th anniversary. You know what it was?
It's like a black background, all kind of bright colors.
It was sick.
A tie-dyed Mickey on the back.
And it was very like androgynous.
Well, most Spirit jerseys are. Most.
No, they're not. In the sense, no, they're not. Just like the ears. In the sense that, like the colors, it's cool. It's just cool.
Yeah,
like, anybody can wear it.
Also, I have a little bit of a rant about Spirit jerseys.
Let's hear it.
So, most people know, at least if you're a Disneyland goer, they just, in the last couple years, they redid Splash Mountain to be in the Princess and the Frog movie. So, remembering that when it was Splash Mountain, there's a gift shop right outside of it that had like a lot of Splash Mountain themed stuff. So I was like, ooh, I wonder if there's like more Princess Tiana merch. And they had this cool looking Spirit jerseys, like turquoise and all the different characters.
They glowed in the dark.
Yeah, glowed in the dark, but it did not have Princess Tiana's face on it. And I'm like,
yeah, the thing that they did with the Splash Mountain or whatever they call it now. Is that what they're calling it?
I don't even know. Is it like Bayou Adventure? I can't remember.
Bayou Adventure.
Something like that, yeah.
It's, I think, because we didn't go on the ride because it was too cold and we
yeah.
didn't want to get wet.
Yeah.
And we saw the other people just soaked and we were like, fuck.
Nope, yeah.
But it seems like that experience, quote unquote, is built more around like the animals of. I've never seen the movie either, so I have no idea. Okay. But it seems like they're leaning more into like the animal characters than Tiana, which is kind of fucked up.
Well,
knowing that like they changed Splash Mountain because it has like racist roots. It's like you think you would lean in to like the not so racist. Like here's a black girl, like a fucking black girl on a t-shirt. Like it was crazy. Yeah. You couldn't find a single one where it was just Tiana.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, they had some ridiculous. Like kid t-shirts that had her face on it, but it was like. We got one. You couldn't throw her face on a Spirit jersey.
And if she was on it, it was also like there was always the animals on it too.
Which I mean, I could have handled as far as the Spirit jersey. If her character was on it with the animals, I would have been fine with that. But it's like, you tried to act all progressive, and we're making a ride around the one Black Princess movie, and then you're like, but we're not going to show that she's a Black Princess. Like, come on now.
Yep. They're like, listen, we still have to sell to white people.
I know, that's probably what their mindset was, but...
White people aren't going to buy a shirt with a black girl on it.
That's a shame.
It is.
So yeah, that was my...
But it's like you're missing out on like all the people that would buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, so why would... I don't know, that's just a weird... Yeah. Not a good look.
No. I mean, the fact that they made a... which I have... The Little Mermaid Spirit jersey with black Ariel. They did that. Maybe they didn't sell enough. They were like, we're not going to take this gamble anymore. But
should have changed the ride too. They should have doubled down. It's like if you're going to do it, do it. You know what I mean? Like I know there's like the traditionalists, but like fucking times change. You know? Grow up.
Well, especially in this current climate, people are like, take the black Ariel away. We want our redheaded one back.
And I think Disney now, especially with like Trump being in office, they're kind of like, we kind of have to like toe the line a little bit. Like, unfortunately, like we have to make white America happy right now.
It's wild.
It is.
So yeah, that was somewhat disappointing. I was really ready to buy a Princess Tiana spirit jersey, but was like, I don't want no hippo or alligator on a log.
Yeah,
no.
Exactly. Right.
I'm good.
I feel like we didn't spend all that much money either. No. Like we didn't buy any merch, which is usually what I was looking for ears.
Didn't nothing suit you.
There was like the pirate ones that was kind of cool, but I was just like, I'm not like a huge pirate person. Yeah. Like,
I mean, honestly, most of my money spent at Disney in the last, I'll say 10 years, excluding obviously the pandemic years, has been mostly on food instead of merch. Yeah. Because it's like, I have a lot of Disney stuff, occasionally, if a cool, like, Disney villain something is, I'll probably splurge on that, but they haven't even made, like, good villain merch in a while. So.
Right. I think we're more inclined to, like, go into the shops and buy, dude, the stuff we got excited for when we were there, it was like, yo, look at these cookie cutters.
I know, right?
Or like they had there was really cool pancake molds that was like Mickey Mouse shaped, like the castle, and like that I was like genuinely thinking about buying. Yeah, because that was cool as hell. If I could make my own Mickey Mouse pancakes, dude, are you kidding me?
That would be cool.
Yeah. So, but like that was fun, and then like it's crazy the stuff that they have, like the jewelry shops or like just not even jewelry, but like where they have the tiaras, and like all the like bejeweled statues. I don't even know what to call them. Trinkets.
It's like figurines or
yeah. I'm more inclined to buy stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
That's fair.
Stuff I could put on a shelf.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd say that it's pretty much all the highlights I can remember.
Successful trip.
Yeah. So what else?
I get a lot of times when like other people listen to our podcast or find out that we're doing a podcast together, I think you get something different than I do. I get from my friends because so you told me the other day what people tend to tell you when they listen, which is,
you guys are so cute and you're funny and I like the dynamic. Yeah.
Right. What I get is I could never do that with my girlfriend or wife or significant other because I don't know. Like you think if you're like married to someone or like in a relationship, whatever it is, like you should be able to sit down and have a conversation for an hour once a week.
I mean, presumably, doesn't it happen in like their everyday life?
Yeah, don't you have like similar interests that you talk about?
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, granted, like we probably wouldn't cover our Disneyland trip like just in conversation. I mean, we would have done it like on the way home.
Yeah,
we kind of did.
Sure.
So we're just kind of recapping.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't know.
That's kind of sad.
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh.
That doesn't make me sad.
I mean, it's sad that someone thinks that they can't have a conversation with their significant other. Like, isn't that part of the attraction of the significant other?
It's like,
you can talk to them?
Yeah, like, why do you feel like that? Like, do you think, like, are you afraid of, like, expressing your opinion to them? Like, I don't know. I had a friend that was like, oh, yeah, if we did it, like, it would just be us fighting all the time. It's like, is that all you do? Is, like, fight? That's it? Like, how do you communicate? How do you like do regular life? I don't know, man. Yeah. It's weird to me. It's like you don't know how your partner like ticks, you know? Like you don't you don't know how like their brain works and like
I mean we disagree on opinions plenty, but it never gets like volatile.
Yeah, because it's never stuff that matters.
True. But, I mean, I don't know.
But I think, like, we also, like, have, like, similar views and philosophies on things, so a lot of times, like, our stuff just kind of falls in line.
That's fair.
And I don't know if, as strange as it is, like, that other people's relationships necessarily are that deep.
Oh. I don't know.
You don't get girls who are like, oh, I can never do that with my guy.
No.
Well, that's probably never something that they would admit. Because they don't want to seem like something's wrong.
I mean, no, I wouldn't say that, because in other aspects of like my friends' relationships, they'll disclose other problematic things. So I don't feel like they would necessarily hold that back if that was the case, but...
But the idea of doing it publicly?
Oh, well, no one's ever expressed that opinion, really. I'm trying to think... of all my relationship friends that watch or listen to our podcast, none of them have expressed that they couldn't do it. But I mean, honestly, there are a few that I would infer like they couldn't do this.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's so few people that's like that are like married, or a few people. There's a lot of people that are married, and it's like, this isn't what I signed up for, or things changed over the years, you know. Mm-hmm. I think if they started a podcast, they could have avoided all that.
That's fair.
It's called open communication, folks.
That'll do it, yeah.
Try it out.
It also helps that, you're my friend, too. Like, I feel like a good part of our relationship is, like, the foundation is that we were, like, I don't know, I can relate to you like a friend, too.
Yeah, I see that. I agree. Do you think it's weird when a significant other is like, my boyfriend, girlfriend is my best friend?
Do I think it's weird?
Yeah.
No. I think probably the more successful relationships have that. Do you think it's weird?
Sometimes, because it's like, man, there's no other friendship that you've had like throughout your life that's like not a romantic one that you, because I
mean, they're not mutually exclusive.
I think no, but I put them in two different like categories.
Okay.
To me, like a best friend is like just a friend, not like romantic at all. Like, but they care about you because of like your history and like, just what you've been. There's whatever it is, and then there's like boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other. I just think they're different. Like, they just have different meanings to me, and so I don't put them in the same bubble.
Well, for me, I think of it in terms of, like, the qualities that a person would have for me to consider them a good friend or a best friend that also needs to be present in a significant other. Now, granted, there are more romantic, whatever feelings for the significant other, but you still have to have the qualities that I would value in a best friend. Does that make sense?
It does.
You still have to check those qualifications, as it were.
Yeah, for sure. I just think, like, being it's so much more intimate.
For sure.
That it's like, it's just, I don't know, like, it doesn't fall, it just doesn't fall in the same category for me. They're just two different things.
Interesting, okay.
Like, I do consider you one of my best friends, but like, you're my girlfriend. Yeah. Like, I would never be like, this is my best friend, Evan.
Well, yeah, obviously. Nor I with you, yeah.
You're first and foremost, you're my girlfriend. Right. So, I don't know.
But I mean, I feel like I could have discussions, relate, confide, be vulnerable with you in a way that I could with someone that I would consider a best friend. It's not
no doubt. So even maybe even better.
Yeah, well, yeah. So that's why I said there are parallels in features or aspects that I value in you as I would someone I consider a best friend.
I don't know. There's just a part of my brain that when someone goes, so and so, like my girlfriend is my best friend, I go like if there's a part of me that's like, oh, that sounds lonely. That means you like have no other friends. Like to me, that's what in my mind I'm like, oh, you like that means you like don't have anybody else that like you.
No, that's not how I hear that.
I don't know that. That's just what I don't know why I think that, but it's just like surely there's at least like one other person that's like that's my best friend and that's my girlfriend. That's how I see it. That's my best friend. That's my girlfriend or my fiance, wife, whatever.
Yeah,
those are two. I don't know. That's just that's how I think. So if those are both, that means you don't have one or the other. You just have I don't know like.
No, I don't consider it exclusive like that.
No. I don't consider it, but that's my first thought is that like they don't have anybody else.
Aww.
Or that like this relationship kind of took over their friendships. That's how it feels to me.
That sounds problematic then, if that were the case.
That's more common than you think.
Oh, yeah.
So like then they actually don't have friends anymore because their whole life is taken up by the relationship.
Yeah.
So then how can you have another best friend besides this person? Because you're only spending your time with that person, or they get mad or whatever the fuck because they're toxic.
Also problematic,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, but like that's relationships. Like that's more relationships than you think, I think. That's a lot because people are dumb.
True.
They don't know how to communicate.
I mean, like I said, we definitely see examples of that. Plenty.
Yeah.
So.
Anywho.
Oh, yeah. What are your thoughts, folks? Do you consider your significant other as having the same qualities? Or do you ideally want your significant other to have the same qualities as you would in a best friend? How do you classify,
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, curious.
I saw that you put in, this is kind of a while ago that you put this in, but it's, it says, Tesla owners rebrand cars to avoid backlash.
Yes.
I'm curious.
So they are like removing the Tesla emblem off of an obvious Tesla car and putting like a Honda or a Mazda or as if people wouldn't still realize that that's a Tesla. So to me, I saw this and it was like, well, who are you fooling? Like, is this just a form of protest to be like, I don't fuck with Elon Musk anymore? Or, I don't know, it's weird to me.
I don't understand that either. Because you're immediately depreciating your car.
I mean, it's probably holds very little value at this point for them anyway. If they're inclined to do this as a form of protest of Elon Musk.
I suppose, but you're kind of a douchebag, to be honest with you. Actually, there's one of these that I don't know if this is a Tesla.
Which one?
The Mazda.
The top one in the first light?
Yeah. Those lights don't look like
Tesla.
Tesla lights.
It does to me.
Look at the one below it, though. That doesn't look the same.
Yeah, just like in different, how cars over years, they change like a tiny aspect. That's definitely Tesla.
Okay. Those don't look the same to me.
That
top one may not be a Tesla.
It is.
But, okay. I can understand the ones that are like the Mazda. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand like Honda. I understand. Oh, there's only Mazda and Honda. The one I don't get is Corvette.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. You're not fooling anybody that it's a Corvette.
I mean, to me, you're not fooling anybody that it's a Honda or Mazda. If anybody that knows cars.
I might just be like, oh, that must be a new model. Or like, I don't know cars. So it'd be like, oh, a Mazda CX-S. I don't fucking know what a CX-S looks like. How the hell would I know that? So like, I'm just like, oh, cool. They got like a new body.
Well, that's probably what they're hoping.
That is not a Tesla, man.
Yes, it is.
I don't think so.
Next time we're out in the wild, I'll point out how
it has Mazda written into the like bumper thing.
It's just a decal.
That part above the license plate, that is not a decal. That is like.
Yeah, it is.
This.
They probably got letters and painted it. Those lights are definitely Tesla lights.
No, those are like imprinted on the bumper part. How are you going to get the CXS, the Sky Active thing?
Those are also Mazda badges, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, though. You're going to get all of those.
That particular car just went ham, but yeah.
I don't think so.
Look at the Honda one below it. You see they added like the Civic. But
they still have the dual motor thing on the right hand side. That's what I'm saying.
I just think the Mazda allegedly just went hardcore.
The Corvette one is way more obvious.
Yeah. I don't know. But to me, it's like, it's funny. It's funny, somewhat ironic that the customer base of Tesla's pre-2024 election were obviously mostly liberals because, we tend to care about the environment. And now that Elon's doing his dumb shit, he's obviously angered that customer base. But it's like, at this point, I mean, you have to accept or hope that people, if they see you driving a Tesla, they're going to assume you probably bought it before, whenever you bought it or whatever. I don't think anybody is going to see a Tesla and just automatically assume that they're Trumpy or a douchebag or whatever. It's like
a Cybertruck, however.
Well, that's a different. But it's like cars are too expensive to be. It's not going to be a Bud Light. It's not going to be a Nike where people are like, I'm throwing it in the trash because they did something. It's a car.
Right.
Like, you can't assume that somebody's just going to toss a car, a 40,000, 50,000 car, just because the person that makes them is now just a turd bag.
And also, it's like, as much as like they hate him right now, there are people that are backing him. It's like, sell it to them.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be a market for him. I know that the resale value isn't as high as it used to.
Right.
Yeah, not among the people that wanted them before.
True.
But for the people that didn't want them before, now they probably do want them. So.
Which would be funny and ironic, because conservative people stereotypically are thought to be like, I want my gas guzzlers, fuck the environment. So how funny would it be that like they're gonna convert to electric vehicles just because, to show some member of a club?
Yeah, so, I might have overstepped on that one. I don't think that'll happen. I do think that their values will hold true on that. I don't think that they'll buy just because they like Elon. I don't think they'll buy Teslas.
But and at the same time, it's like, for liberal people that bought it, because they care about the environment, whatever, and are doing this or whatever as a form of protest, it's like, well, Elon got your money already. Like, what is doing all this doing? Yeah. You got your money.
Why don't you send that money to like a political campaign? Or something like that. Donate it.
I mean, you think if Hyundai suddenly did some dumb shit that I'm against, I'm gonna be like, well, I'm have to get rid of my car and change the emblems. It's just like,
no,
I won't buy another one.
I still get 55 miles.
I'm gonna still keep rolling in my shit, and I won't buy another one. But I'm not gonna cut off my nose and spite my face with this one.
It depends on what they did, because I'm all in on Hyundai right now.
Real.
So they'd have to do something pretty bad. They'd have to
for sure.
We use children's skin to make the leather for the inside of our cars.
Oh, that would be awful.
That's what it would have to be.
But again, they have our money now.
Anything short of that, I'm still buying an ION 6.
I mean, and even then, I'd still be like, is the skin in my car?
How old was the child in my car?
Yeah, for real.
I might have an age cutoff where it's fine,
I mean, like, well, they can just unwrap my steering wheel and put some animal skin, and I'll be all right.
Just pay for my reupholstery,
right?
And we'll call it even, because I really like the MPGs I get in this.
For real, I continue to think it's so weird to me that two Kia automakers, which still have the same parent company, Kia and Hyundai, are the only cars that have leg room enough for tall people. It's like, you would think an American brand, because Americans tend to be bigger,
fatter.
Oh, okay, but I know I think it's fair to assume that Asians ain't got 4 feet of legs. So why are they the only two makers that got enough leg room for your girl? It's like, come on now.
Pretty cool. You think like Ford would be
or even German automakers, or but even Camry, Toyota Accord, no, they ain't got nothing big long enough for me. It's only Kia and Hyundai. So Kia and Hyundai, please don't do anything questionable, because so far you've got my loyalty on legroom alone.
Yep.
So.
Anything else?
No. Oh, I wanted to ask. You put a rando quote in here with no context. That's under the topics. You're so cute. I could never do that with my SO. What was that about?
We just talked about that.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay, sorry.
But we literally just said those two things out loud.
You're right. Sorry. I could never do that with my SO threw me off. That's why I was like, wait, what do you mean by that? Okay.
Anal.
All right.
Nothing.
What did you say?
I said anal.
Sorry.
Could never do that with
Jesus Christ. All right. So.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up. Good time. All right. Make sure you give us a follow. Smash that like and subscribe button. Share it with your friends. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Instagram at William_D20, on Twitch, twitch.tv/William_D20. I'm on there intermittently. Yeah, when I feel like it, when I want to get on there and play games for nobody. It's fine. But anyway, catch my comedy stuff on my Instagram. You find all that information.
And follow me on Instagram or Threads as Eb_Nick.
All right. See you guys next week for another episode of the Good Thing Podcast.
Bye.